I love music. In fact, I love all types of music. I've been to so many shows that I lost count. And we all love music. It's just a fact of human life. It's like a universal language, some would say. But why is this so? Why is music so universal, and why does it make us feel the way that it does? There's music that makes us happy, there's music that makes us sad, there's music that conjures up memories. And the music that we listen to at a given time may affect our actions more than you think it does. I'm going to talk to you today about the psychology of music. Listening to music involves a lot of parts of your brain. You might be surprised. Obviously, the auditory cortex is used to process sounds. There's a lot of rhythm in music, and this is processed with the cerebellum. Since music conjures up a lot of emotional responses, the amygdala processes a lot of that. For those who don't know, key is essentially the term in music theory that refers to the chord or the note that a song is based off of. For example, you may hear that a song is in the key of C, which means that the song is essentially based off of the note or the chord C. Generally, we associate happy music with a major key and sad music with a minor key, but it may not have always been this way. Some people suggest that this is more based off of tradition instead of how we naturally respond to these sounds emotionally. Perhaps this is just how Western music has been made for so long that we've come to accept this is how we naturally think of things. If one looks back at pre-Renaissance music and ancient Greek music, you'll find that they did not associate a minor key with a sad sound. Another interesting thing about major and minor keys is that people tend to perceive time differently depending on what key a song is in. For both major and minor and atonal, which is neither major or minor, people perceive time as longer than what it actually was when they estimated. Oddly enough, major had the longest, which I personally thought was interesting because minor songs are generally slower. If you listen to older music and then you listen to newer music, you may notice that there's a lot less major key songs these days. This was an interesting phenomenon discovered by University of Toronto psychologist Glenn Schellenberg when him and a grad student were conducting an experiment that didn't exactly relate to what they ended up discovering. The grad student set out to find songs that were both upbeat and happy and major key, and songs that were sad, slow, and minor key. When he searched for songs before the 1960s, it was easy to find both. But the farther he got towards the present, the harder it was to find happy major key songs in the top 40. Now why was this? Eventually they decided upon the theory that people these days want a more complex listening experience. How did they discover this? Well, because so many of the top 40 songs these days aren't the opposite of happy and major, which would be sad and minor. They're happy and minor. Now how does this work? Well, apparently sometime in the 1960s, someone had the bright idea to start writing songs that sounded sad as far as the music went, but had happy lyrics. Now how does this work? Well, if you think about happy, upbeat, major key songs, some of the ones that come to mind will be kind of childish, naive, or immature. Think of something like the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song or Barbie Girl. Not only are these lyrics ridiculous, but they're also happy and upbeat and most definitely in a major key. And you wouldn't listen to any of these songs seriously. So for the listener that wants a more complex listening experience, you'd want to do something more adult and mature. You'd want to listen to a sad-sounding song that was actually happy. And this actually dominates the top charts these days, and has for the last several decades. Think of songs like Happy Together by the Turtles.
If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, lose my mind. Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together.
Or even modern songs like Call Me Maybe.
Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby?
Now both of these songs are happy as far as the lyrics go, but the music has a lot of minor chords in it. Even if the progressions in the songs are mostly major, the addition of one minor chord can completely change the sound and feel of the song. And this brings us back to what I was saying earlier about major and minor keys feeling happy and sad, respectively, being imposed more by culture than by what we naturally feel. If something in a minor key can make us feel happy, then maybe we've been tricked this whole time. Maybe minor keys are not intrinsically sad and major keys are not intrinsically happy. There are so many other aspects that I could have covered in this video about the psychology of music. So many! But I couldn't possibly cover all of them. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Rock on.